Hey up YouTube, welcome back to UK. This is a Super Retro Games Fair, Leeds, 25th of June, Leeds University. Let's get on it.
Extremely fun. We're going to play a wonderful game called Who is My Daddy and What Does He Do? Yes?
Is your daddy a fireman? He's probably big. Is he a wrestler? Is he a basketball coach?
No.
What's the matter?
I have a headache.
It might be a tumor.
It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor at all. What I meant was, you tell me, who is your daddy and what does he do?
So yeah, we were attended at the Leeds Super Retro Games Fair, now at the Leeds University, and what a day. What an absolute fucking balter. Some great grabs, some obviously always great laughs. I'm recording this, quite unusual for me. Literally, I've got back, you can see the time now, 8:15. I wouldn't normally do this. I haven't done a proper vid, for a couple of weeks. Circumstances, the temperature, a few lads see me out like, bloody hell, you're baking alive yet. I mean, you can see now it's 30 degrees and it's relatively cool in the UK. I hope the lighting's okay, because normally I don't shoot this late in the evening. It's usually like, midday, kind of bright day sun, so I'm hoping it's okay. I wanted to get this up, made, to be honest, because tomorrow I've got the sort of channel update, which is going to have shit tons of stuff in it as it is. And yeah, this is quite fresh in my mind, obviously, because I've only been back like an hour and a half or so. So firstly, massive, huge thanks to Lewis Wishwash 182. Told you not to put numbers in your name. So for them people, and I even said this today, do you not read the description? So I'm going to put something here to Lewis's channel. Go and check him out. He's obviously doing YouTube. He's up and coming. Does similar videos to myself, Car Boot CX Grab. If you like all that kind of shit, the same shit that I do, go and check him out. Honestly, I put this, whatever you call it, somewhere around here, so you can't miss it. Secondly, to Steve Smith, who hosts, makes, whatever you want to call it, produces at Super Retro Games Fair. Awesome chap. Give us some special access early doors, and did just the absolute blind. I've got some footage. I might do that separately. I'll see what the footage is like. But as always, you do a bit of recording and you just get caught up completely in the day, and before you know it, it's gone like that. And Steve, that's a sign of a good event. Seen him a few times. The man always looks busy, he's always being busied by one thing and another. But I think it was successful for me anyway. So what more can I say? That's enough in my books. I mean, event-wise, I haven't stood at one of Steve's events because they always seem to sort of clash with the things going on. So this one is obviously clashing with Blackpool, which is a couple of weeks' time. We're talking about that. But yeah, I've always attended, if you like, as a buyer, and I've always had a great time. As I say, it's changing out to the university, a little bit more, I want to say out of the way, but not too far out of the way, if you know where you're going. I mean, we don't know fucking Leeds, so we bumbled our way through, we found it. So maybe, it probably didn't catch quite the sort of random public footfall that maybe it should have. I had a quick chat with Steve about that. I think there's things he can do there, to try and pick up that missing, the random public, because obviously in the town hall, you had like the Star Wars people at the front of the steps and stuff like that, and people walk past and go, oh, what the fucking hell's going on there? And and they wander in. Just people off the street. I think that may be missing a little bit, but them's that we're going to attend. We're always going to attend anyway, so I think from that end it's probably not a massive loss, and it's just a case of trying to build up that understanding of where it is now and where its location is. And I think it was a great location, to be honest, amenity wise and stuff like that, absolutely spot on. Nice big bar, loads of seating, drinks cheap as chips. What could you want? There's video games to buy. Nice and aerated, didn't feel as claustrophobic. Temperature got a little bit warm, even up north in Leeds. Yeah, it was still quite warm up there. I was surprised. But overall, really good event, really good. So I went up with Lewis, as I mentioned, Wish Wash. He very kindly chauffeured us up there and back again. So huge thanks to Lewis yet again. It was usual suspects, Retroheads, Gavin, Chris. We had Ben Monks on the unicycle, his mate, and I forget his name. I met probably the best YouTube tag name ever, Underwater Level, and I forget his name. Is it Owen or Joel? I did ask it towards the end and I've completely fucking forgot because I'm stupid. But Underwater Level, the best username ever for YouTube. I mean, that is just quality. Really good to see him. We had birthday boy Retro Dave Nintendo. He rocked up with the main man Dazco Jones and the almighty Craig's here again, Mr. fucking Scrooge McDuck. Not that he's a Scrooge, but he's got one of them vaults that you open and he dives into his money. The man is a legend with his banana boxes. Who else do we see there? I'm going to forget someone. Gruss Newton, and he was his helper, Matt Soulfunk Retro. I think Matt was helping on his stall. Apparently, Gruss was telling me. But no, actually, Gruss was there. He stuck it out. I think probably about 2 o'clock. He must have been gasping. He had 2 pints and that was it. He was flat on his back. Who else was there? There was someone else. Come on. Oh, Lee. Calling all nerds. Say Retro Game Addict, is it? Calling all nerds. There's Lee. He was there. There's no Paul C. Big Daddy C. He's sunning himself in France. The bastard. I'm trying to think who else was there, and I'm going to forget someone. I know I am, and I do apologise. Just trying to work my way through who I bumped into and also hello to. Did I mention Ben's mate? I think I did, didn't I? Yeah. He was again. I didn't catch his name. I completely forgot. I was just being completely ignorant. I think that was mainly all the tubers that I can recall seeing. If there was anybody else, sorry. This shouldn't be too long. Famous last words. But I've got some absolutely belters. I've got some awesome gifts. I've got gifts. No one usually ever gives me anything anymore. I've got excuse me, some awesome trades. So, I'm not going to begin at the beginning because that will ruin it all. So I'm going to sort of chop and change a little bit, as is customary with my channel. As you can see, hopefully I'm less purple and pinky. I'm starting to peel now, so I've gone brown. I always go brown anyway. And many thanks to all those that said you should put some sunscreen on. Yes, I know, I'm 41 years old. You may think that I should know better than this, but I do know my own body and I know how it reacts to the sun. I catch it dead easy, basically. So yeah, I wasn't too, I know how it looks like I'm, going to go into some sort of weird fucking shock or what you call it, dehydrate, but it doesn't happen. Anyway, that's by the by. But many thanks to all the concerned viewers and the subs. Many thanks to all the new subs. Really do appreciate it. Right, enough fucking waffle. We're here to see what shit we picked up, didn't we? So I'm going to do the kind of smallest first, I suppose. Now, there are a lot of your big sort of stalls, if you like your plushy gamer, your saw thumbs and all that kind of stuff. But it's always the smaller ones. They're the ones you want to go to. And I've got a few nice bits from some of the smaller ones. But this is I think it's like about 3 or 4 stalls right at the top end on the stage. Look like a sort of family affair, so to speak. Not incestuous, not suggesting that. But they had a load of Game Gear games. And they said £1 on it. And I go, ooh, Game Gear games, £1. So I started flicking through them. It's all like literally Monaco GP and like leaderboard golf. There was 1 or 2 that I'd already got. And one I checked, I didn't have on my list. I may already have it for £1. I thought I'd take a punt. They had about 3 copies of this. It's Ariel the Little Mermaid and the Game Gear. So I'm always going to pick up the old Game Gear game if I see it. And £1. So if I haven't got it, I have now, and I should update my list, because that will teach me a lesson, if nothing else. Right, so that's that one done. Right, next we got off my good mate, birthday boy. He was how old did you say? Was 50 something? No, 40, 49. Retro Dave Nintendo. He bought along, what do you call it? I've done the tootie. I bought along a bag of shit, and then a load of stuff in there he was looking to sell on or get rid of, all this, that, and the other. And he had a couple of manuals. Though I haven't got them, he admitted not in the best shape. So I think inadvertently I bought him a drink, although not directly. So we're in a bit of a round. He wasn't drinking, he was driving. I bought him a Coke. I think he wanted only like £1 each anyway. But he did me a solid. We've got a semi-ropey Metroid manual, but again it's a manual nonetheless. And I haven't got that. I haven't even got this game. Now I love this game in the arcades. It was one of me and my mate John. We used to play this a lot in Skeggy. I'm not sure how this fares on the NES. It's not the best. Someone's obviously done a bit of a MacGyver on it and stapleised it, but it's POW's Prison of War. But it's a manual nonetheless. So many thanks to the awesome Retro Dave Nintendo birthday boy, like I say. Yeah, he's getting on a bit now, poor lad. Right. I don't think there's any, but I've got an inkling that I've missed somebody out that I said hello to and spoke to. Oh, Michael Ormond. I knew I'd missed somebody out from Galaxy Sega and Retro Round. Excuse me. I sat down in the sort of bar. The bar's quite a big area at the Leeds one. I looked across and thought, he looks familiar. And then we see someone's face, the Facebook little picture. It's like with women, you know, when they do that like stupid fucking filter thing, you think, is that even the same person? I don't know if it is. So I just pointed at him and he didn't look at me. I was trying to like get his attention. Just if it wasn't, it wasn't. I would have apologised. So I thought, oh bollocks this. Grabbed my drink, walked home and went, is your name Michael? No, I think I called him Mark actually. Is your name Mark? Mark Ormond. And Mark Ormond's a guy who's the singer, isn't he? Out of some obviously 80s band. He went, no, my name's Michael Ormond. I went off Retro Realm or Retro Collect. He went, yeah. Not Retro Collect, Galaxy Sega. I said I'm Tootie. After he doesn't know me from YouTube, I said, oh, I'm Tootie. He looked at me and went, Stuart. I said, yeah, that's me. And we like shook hands and that. And then I think he got a bit like, oh, who's this bloke? Pointing at me and coming over, so I do apologise. I just thought he'd recognise me. I don't know why I'm just stupid like that. And we fucking must have chin because I drank nearly a pint, chatted to him, so we had a good old little chat. I'm not going to reveal too many details because that's for the sort of channel update tomorrow. But really nice guy, really sound, like most of us in the collecting thing, you know, down to earth. Like I say, I managed to drink nearly a whole pint chatting to him, so he can't be that bad of a person, you know. I can usually sniff a twat out a mile off. Michael, absolute ledge, so really, if you watch this, I don't know if you don't, if you watch, you probably don't watch anyway, but great to meet you, pal. And you got some nice little bits there. And I like his style, very similar to myself. Did a bit of ducking and diving, a bit of wheeling dealing. It's the way to do it. God, I nearly drank a fucking pint already. No, I was going to say something about beers, and I'm going to save that, and some individual knows what I'm talking about. And hopefully that'll be for tomorrow's vid. Right. I knew there was someone I was missing, that's why I was getting really agitated, because I thought, fuck's it, Stu, there's someone I actually just spoke to. So that should be everybody. Right, I've done that one. So, oh, there was Dave's mate. Retro, I think you come up with him because Dave and Daz and Craig went to Arcade Club for Dave's birthday, 50th birthday. I think Arcade Club did a special for him, OAP special deal, let him in early or something like that, I don't know, that's what they say. But Bert, the guy that was with Dave, he as we always do, look, if everyone's ever been to these events and you have your scan round, you do this, that and the other, your legs get a bit tired, we're all getting old, your feet start aching, your throat goes dry, I think, the bar's open, you've got to go to the bar. And then you start basically a pissing contest. Who's picked up what? And Dave's mate, he had these things. He was talking to Lewis about them, and I looked across and thought, oh, I didn't see them. And I asked him about these particular things, and they're box protectors. And because it's not a gaming stall, and it's like where it was from, it was just more of like an illumination LED display type setup. I didn't really pay too much attention to it, and all the pricing's just on little cards on the table. It's not stood up. It's not in your face, if that makes sense. So I completely just breezed past it. I didn't even notice it until Dave's mate showed these protectors that he got for the GBA. So how much were they? Because £5 each. I mean, I'm not an avid buyer of box protectors. I should be, but for me to buy boxes for all my games, you run into like thousands of pounds. I thought I do need a couple. I know I need a couple. There's a couple of games I definitely need some box protectors for. So I said, right, I'm going to get some of them. So I've got me 5 box protectors, Retro Empire. So £1 each, right? It's about the going rate. There's nothing great to look at, but that's the. I'm guessing they're just rebadged them. The lads are knocking on about but yeah, one of these I need for something you'll see towards the end, and there's a couple that I need for other stuff as well. So I should be a bit more, quick on the mark and getting some of these, to be honest. But I could do some sort of Chinese guy rocking up and telling me, if I buy 3,000, it'll do me from like 10p each or something. That's the kind of quantity I'd probably end up needing. I grabbed this for £1. I didn't see many of these. I was actively looking for some of these. I didn't see many of them at all. There was a lot of guides, but not many of the magazines. And I've got me another copy, well, a copy that I don't already have. I'm pretty sure I haven't got this because I would recognise the cover. February 1997, computer and video games. She had £2, and I said, oh, would you do £1? She said, yeah. I was like, got to be worth £1, even if I've already got it. And I love CVG, was my Bible. I think I'd probably that's quite telling. There you go, Lewis. What we were talking about earlier. I completely misunderstood what that game was. It's one I need as well. 4 out of 5, so quite decent. Yeah, so I love CVG. I say this by this time I'd not bothered with it. I think I may even stop buying Superplay as well. It's nice to see it was still multi-format at that point. But just say retro there, look. Isn't that interesting? In 1997, they were using the term retro. Weird. M2 was the 3DO, wasn't it? I'm sure M2 was a code for 3DO. Anyway, £1. Can't beat it for £1. Can't lose for £1. Right, this is a little bit of a cheeky one. Cheeky. So last year, or the last Retro Games Fair, Gav and Chris mentioned there was an RSPCA, like a charity store, essentially. And early doors, that everyone was like, sort of basically, want for a better word, like raping the store because they were just selling stuff way too cheap. I think obviously this year they cottoned on, so a lot of stuff was priced up. With a shit ton of Wii stuff, a bit of everything. A bit like, it literally was just a bit of like a junk charity store. To charity. So I looked in the bins, and a lot of stuff was priced up. And then there was a couple. There's another bin on the other side with more stuff in it. So I started flicking through that, and some things weren't priced up. Now I'm not trying to say or saying ripping anybody off here, right? Before anyone starts. But I said to the lady, how much are the games in the box? And she said £2. So I picked up two games. Said, I'll take them for £2. I said, I did say to her, oh, some have got prices on. She said, oh, the ones that got a price on, that's the price. Okay, fine. So for £4 I picked up New Super Mario Bros. And it's in fantastic condition, and Super Smash Bros. Brawl. They're all you know, I don't going to show. They're all complete. So yeah, it's a charity, but to be honest, I think they were going a bit extreme, because I think on the other box it had that for £17. I don't think they had Smash Bros. In the other one anyway. Then later on, as you know, towards the end, I went back round again, and another scout in a box. And I said, it was the same box, and this one did that. And I must have missed this the first time round. It's back to front anyway. And some of these games, CX, have got a little bit of trade value to them. God, the colour's going in this, isn't it, already? Because the light's fading. So I said to it's a different lady. I said, oh, how much are the games in the box? It's £1 each. I was like, okay. Now, I'm guessing this one, the label, the price must have fell off it. I don't know. It didn't have a price on it, so she said £1 each. I said, I'll take these. So I've got myself Disney, My Fairy Tale Adventure, and Pokemon Battle Revolution. Now, whether or not someone has removed the price off this game, I don't know. All I know is it didn't have a price on it, and neither did that, and I got them two for £2. So that's a nice little bit of, look at the lights going. That's a nice little bit of CEX fodder. Now, as a charity, you might sort of say, Stu, really, you should have sort of said, look, that's £20, or that ain't for me to say, is it? At the end of the day, it's a charity, so they've got them for nothing. They've got some money. The guy was packing up. All the stuff was getting hoiked out as I was there. So they're quids in. I'm quids in. Everyone's a winner. Chicken dinner. Right. A few tasty items now. This is why I don't film later on at night, because I ain't got the light. I'm a poet. I didn't even know it. Okay, come on. Do this one first. I told Matt Suffolk Metro about this one, and he was like, Stu, how'd you come up with these like haggling techniques? It's great. To be honest, I didn't even know I'd done it until I recalled the story back to Matt, and I thought, that's a cool little technique, that is. So there's a chap there, and he like a one table stall, I think it was, something like that, and he had a load of bundled, everything was bundled, PS1 bundle, Mega Drive bundle, blah 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 bundle, and then at the end he had this Saturn bundle. It's a Saturn bundle, 3 games, £80. I think the Saturn was boxed as well. And I looked at the games, and I looked at the last one at the bottom. Fucking hell, it's one that I need. And I was looking for obviously Saturn games that I was after, and there weren't that many there. There was a few, not many, and this was one that I was after. And it's not. I haven't seen it on CX for, I don't think, since ever, to be honest. And I said to him, I said, oh, is playing stupid, playing dumb. I said, oh, are all these just bundles then? And he went, yeah. I said, oh shit. I said, I was after this one game at this Saturn lot. He was like, oh. I said, I don't suppose you want to sell one game out of the bundle, do you? So, oh, I really want to sell it as a lot though, to be honest, mate. So yeah, like Saturn, 3 games, £80. I said, yeah, but because obviously this is just before everyone got in. I said, picked his little sticker thing that they got. I said, yeah, but if you change that, like Saturn 2 games, £75, no one's going to know the wiser, are they? And he went, yeah, go on then. So I told him I was paying £5 for this particular game. He was like reverse psychology on him. And Matt was like laughing his head off. He goes, you should have said to him, oh yeah, if you put it down to 79.99 or 98 and give him 2p or a penny or whatever. I don't think he would have fallen for that one. But obviously he would accept £5. And it's a very good condition, NBA Jam Tournament Edition. So I think that's all the NBA games. This light's fading terribly. I don't think the TV screen's helping me behind me because I think it's stealing all the light. Yeah, but it's in great condition as well. So well happy with that. £12 game that is on CEX. Not that I'd pay £12 for CEX anyway, but at £5, even that's Even I'm going to buy that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Harry? Right, sticking with Saturn. This is what does Quinny call it? His Friday shop. That's really top secret that everyone knows about. This makes me laugh. Quinny Super Quintendo. He wasn't there actually. I think he calls it Leeds Deals. It's called actually it's called Direct Deals. Yeah, he's a bit difficult to get on with, ain't he, Craig? He's not a people person. I think that's probably the best way to put it. But nice enough. Again, towards the end, I've seen this early doors and I was umming and ahhing about it. The price you had on it is the CX boxed version, which could mean you end up with a shit copy. Like, you all know the drill. So towards the end, I went up. I sort of said, "Oh, what's the best you could do?" £8. So I couldn't argue at £8. You can see on here it's got tenner, but it's bust and move free on a Saturn, and you can see it there. Look, so it's called Direct Deals. Although Craig Quinney would tell you it's a Friday night shop or whatever. I don't know if that's the same thing. Is that another weird shop that you visit on the Friday night, Craig? Black bags under the counter. But yeah, it's. Do you know what? I can't argue. It's got the normal Saturn wobble. I know the holster. I don't know what the girl's name is. A holster TV. But yeah, you can see it there. It's not that it's been mistreated. You can just see the lines. It's where the glue's popped loose. Come on, back, late. We need late. I am not a vampire. I am far from a vampire. It's in really good. I can't knock it. I think Lee just needs to engage with the customer base somewhat and smile. Smiling and being happy doesn't cost anything. Look at Matt, Soul Funk Retro, the happiest bloke you could ever want to meet. Yeah, some people do need a crash course in customer service, that's for sure. Dead easy sound to people. Just be nice. Smile. Light. Give me light. It's a TV. The TV's hogging the light. It's stealing the light. Right, last two, and then you can all piss off, and we'll be done. Okay, this one, I knew it was a deal as soon as I seen it. No doubt about it. I've got it already, but I saw it in there and I thought, man, I'm having that bad boy. So there was again a smaller stall. He had what was he selling mainly? I think it was Game Boys. There's a lot of Game Boys, all like the colours, the micros, the pockets and stuff like that. And on the floor there was a couple of baskets with like just load of like loose Master System carts in and like light guns and stuff like that. So always have a route round. And I looked down and I seen Rocky on the Sega Master System. So I picked it up, opened it up, and it's complete. Oh, okay. Left it there. I looked up to the guy, so I said, "Oh, is this your £1 bargain bin, kind of thing? Because it's on the floor, it's under the table." But yeah, that's just the stuff that, odds and sods, this, that, and the other. I said, "Oh, is it all the same price?" He went, "Well, not really. Some things are different prices." So I thought I'd test the water. So he had International Superstar Soccer and SNES. So I picked that up. I said, "How much is that?" He looked at it. He went, "Oh, £3." I was like, "Okay." I was hoping for like £1 or something like that. So, okay. So I pretended to rummage through a little bit more. And I picked up Rocky on the Master System. It was complete. Actually, quite a good copy of Rocky. So how much is that? I went, "Oh, £5." I said, "Okay, okay." I picked up this game. So how much is that? I went, I'll do the pair for £10. So I said, "Okay, for £5 each." I said, "Do you know what? I think I might have Rocky. I haven't got this one though." I said, "Do you know what? I'll even." I said, "I've even got the change because I know how change is going to be scarce later on." He went, "Yeah, I've only got this little bag of change." So there you go. Look, there's £5 coins. That'll sort you out. So for £5, Box complete. I'm losing the light here. I got myself another copy of Mortal Kombat 2 on the Sega Master System. And it ain't in bad nick at all. It really is. And I'll check the insert because this is other than this. Because I was saying to him, "Oh, how much is this one?" With all the flap loose and stuff like that. I got it's a case swap. £5. Barginius Maximus of the Tutius. Well, this stuff's there. The guy's there. You know, I didn't do anything. All the lads are like giving me so much fucking shit. It's unbelievable. That isn't the end of it. I got even more shit than that. So them that know the Master System, late. Obviously, I have an inkling of the value of that game. Obviously, it's been a while. Crocodile, because the other one I bought from the booter. Hang on a sec. I've still got them all here. I haven't done absolutely sod up with them. So the other one that I got, I said was from the booter. I upgraded mine one, didn't I? So I've technically got 2 box copies of Mortal Kombat 2. So this is my old one. So I upgraded my old one from the one for the booter because mine had this stupid gouge, but it's still box complete. So I've got 2. I haven't done anything with that at all yet. Anyway, that's by the by. So the last thing, and the first thing that I bought, and I had no clue about this, honestly. Jay and Alex, who I was WhatsApping, and Retro Dave was obviously. We played a little bit of a trick. We were a bit, not cruel, we were just having a bit of a laugh, like. About this particular game. So, I bought this early doors. There's other people walking around. I think Lewis even said he walked past it. Didn't think too much of it. And the people I bought it off, I've seen them there before. Lovely people. It's a husband and wife. Them that have been to a few of the Leeds ones will probably recognise them, because I think at one point their sort of angle was, oh, they've got to generate some money for a trip to America. So the wife was selling all the husband's gaming stuff. The guy must have a vault bigger than like Craig's here again, because the shit that keeps coming out, I don't know, but it's some of it's top quality stuff. It's not all like eBay or whatever prices. It's all really quite good, reasonable prices. So there's probably an ounce of truth in it. So she recognised me once I started speaking to him. I think he recognised me a little bit. We had a little bit of banter, as I always do anyway, And I sort of said, "God, you can't have much left, can you?" And to be honest, I was just looking at the stores, just browsing. He had a lovely long box Demolition Man on the 3DO. Just look, I mean, the 3DO's region free. You can just burn blanks anyway. But the box was absolutely 20 quid. And I thought, fucking, if I had more money, I'll just buy it just for the box. It looks absolutely brilliant. There's a load of other stuff there. I know Craig got good deals on a few items. So anyway, when I got there, sort of before everyone else, the public had got in, if you like. I got up to the store, and there's a chap that I know has got another store. I think I'm sure it's Retro John, as Retro heads call him, Retro John, Retro, not Retro. His name Retro John. And he was in front of me, and he said to the chap, "How much is the SNES?" Well, how much are the SNESes? I think he said, "How much are the SNESes?" And the guy pulled a little list out. He went, "Oh, here you go." He went, No, I meant the consoles. And I thought, oh, thank fuck for that. So he told him the price of consoles, and he walked away. And he had a little stack of Super Nintendo games. And there were some really nice titles in there anyway. And I said, "Oh, can I have a look at your little slipper, whatever?" And I looked at some of the prices, and I looked at the games. They had like Final Fight 2, PAL, Final Fight PAL, something else. They had about four or five PAL games and this one NTSC game. and I said to him, oh, just have a quick look at your price list, and they had 50 quid on it. I've got a clip of the 50 quid. I'll put it in here now, just so everyone can see what game it is.
Amazing start flying out and tailed off. Thanks very much.
So that's the game. So for 50 quid he had this game, right? You've seen it. I said, oh, it's great, you know, I'm not sure though. Then the wife, she went to open it up. I said, whoa, and then even the husband was like, oh, and she showed me all the content, because I said, is it complete? It was complete. There's one issue with it, one of the hang tabs is a little bit and we were sort of chatting away, a little bit banter, more banter, blah blah blah, and she sort of said 48 quid. I was like, oh, fucking hell. I said, I might have to have a think about it. She said, oh yeah, a few people have said that. Because I was walking away as I said it, and when she said that, I was like, I stopped and went, nah, you see, if you said 45, I would have snapped your hand off. And the bloke went, yeah, that's fine. So for £45, I didn't know. I swear to God, I didn't know the value of this. And Alex and Jay can contest to this. I had no clue. I took a complete flyer. And the thing was, I bought this, the first thing I bought. I only had about just under 100 quid. And that was just for me, food, drink, and everything else. And then as it goes to these events, know that 100 quid don't go too far. Alright, it doesn't. And that was all my spend that I had. So first, literally the first thing I buy is spunked half my money away. And at that point, I was like a little bit like, oh, I don't know. Anyway, the game, you've seen the game. It's Ninja Gaiden trilogy on the Super Nintendo. Now the box isn't. It's not a minter, right? But it's a box. Now, unbeknownst to me, even the fucking box is sought after. So the one problem it's got, it's not that end, I'll show you. I noticed my battery's dying, is it's got one hang tab that's a little bit worse for wear. But this thing is absolutely, I know Dave's done a picture, and I might put the picture in here just to save time so everyone can see it. Ah! We've got a dust sleeve, the label. It's even got a nick out the back. Because I know, and fair play to Alex, he said, look, just make sure it's not a hooky one. Mate, it's not hooky. The manual's, it's not a repro, it's got enough, you know, like you can see it, you know, it's got a little bit of age to it, a little bit, not mangled. So yeah, unbeknownst to me, and I'm not joking, everyone will say, oh fuck off Stu, you knew what it was, you knew what you were buying. No, I didn't. I honestly did not. I was a bit green, and I say it was half my money, so I paid 45 bones for this. I just took a flyer on it. And word on the street, again, I don't know how true it is. There's no box copies for sale. Okay, the box isn't great. It's an honest, really well loved, really well played game. Basically, I think that's the best I can come up with. It's about £400 or something. £300-400. So again, I'm just going by what Jay and Alex, they're US NTSC collectors, not me. I took a flyer. I nearly walked away at £48. I'm glad I didn't. So that's why, even at these retro events where you think it's all collectors, all going to be really high priced. It's going to charge the earth. There's not. There's deals, and I wasn't the first one. She said, a few people have said they're going to come back and buy it, and they didn't, because they didn't know what it was. God has only missed Mortal Kombat 2. He's in a box of stuff, so they wouldn't have looked. Because obviously, me and Lewis got in there about 9:30, 9:45. We got there earlier. There was no hot food. We had to walk into town, have a breakfast, and walk back up again. So we would have got in there even earlier. And like by that time, Chris and Gav was already in there. So you know, so there's plenty of people in there before us for sure. How they didn't buy these, I don't know. I'm glad they didn't. That's a keeper. There's a few things there that obviously I don't need, but they're going to pay for everything that I bought basically. So that's it. Oops. Jump cut. Many thanks to Gav from Retro Heads. He remembered. I don't know how he remembered. I don't remember him asking this, but I questioned about some sort of boxes he had in his shelf. She has all the empty boxes there. He said, I've got no real need for them, I've got no attachment to them. And he very kindly let me have 3 Game Gear boxes. Now I think I've got this and this one. If I have got this and this one, but yours are better condition, obviously I'll keep yours. James Pond 2, I don't think I've got boxed. Those 2, Gav, what I'll do, if it's alright with you, and I know you sort of said, oh, if you don't want them, give them me back. If they're better than mine, I'll upgrade them, and next time I see you, you can have to the back if you like. But I think I'm pretty sure I definitely need James Pond Robocop. You know, I might even have the cart, so that's a get for me. And the last little bag of stuff is a wonderful purchase from Chris. From Retro Heads. Purchase a gift, and Lewis nearly shit himself because we had to go to Chris's car. I said, just keep him in the car, we'll get him later. And Lewis was like behind us and he caught up and he said, what you got there? I said, well, Chris has managed to get all these from the car boot for like 50p, and he sold me for £1 each. I said, it's a load of Mario Kart Wii, Super Smash Bros, and there's a load of Super Mario 3D World on the 3DS. He just let me have them for like double the price, and that's the bag full there. And Lewis's bottom lip went. I said, no, they're separate cases. Because it's always worth having the empty cases, you know. So many thanks to Chris for that. So I had a big fucking bag next to me and I forgot about it, but it was worth the wind up just to Lewis, to be honest. Oh, and he also gave me a big box theme pack. I said, I'll sell that at Doncaster. I owe you a pint, if not anything more, Chris and Gav. Awesome lads. Check out Retro Heads. All the people are linked down below. If you don't look at the comments, please look at the comments, because that's where, you know, that's where the fun stuff is. That's where I always link people. So yeah, take it easy, YouTube. I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.